What's happening, y'all? It's your man Sam, and here at Viral Hip Hop News. Listen, do me a favor. You see the brother right now on your screen. Go down to my description box and follow Chakra Doctor at Chakra Doctor TV on YouTube. Your only place to find miracle food.
Man, and yeah, I ain't got much more to say. On that last topic, man, let's talk about Mase. He made a little song coming at Diddy. I guess it's called The Liberation of Mason Betha. Now, Mase, shout out to Mase. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mase. We got little ties behind the scenes with Mase on a very small level. It seems like he don't want to do interviews and stuff, which is cool. He probably done like 100,000 of them in his whole career, but he continues to call out Diddy. What's going on with Diddy? Nobody likes Diddy. What do you think?
We've called out Diddy plenty of times on this platform. Agree with Mase 1,000% in his beef with Diddy, but I'm gonna go somewhere different right now because this shit's been a long time, and I don't like when people run to something that's popular, and it seems like now his artists are starting to jump back up and run to something. It's easy to hate Diddy. Everybody hates
so be
Diddy.
calling out Mase?
Not calling out Mase necessarily, but I'm calling out the timing of this record. Because you got Freddie P coming out, you got Babs coming out, you got certain people coming out, and now that energy's coming out. It'd be like Loon, you know what I mean? And I don't know what that brother goes by now. I know he's heavy in his religion.
Yeah.
Much respect to him. That'd be like him coming out now, making a diss record on him. You ain't moved on by then. You ain't come and said enough by then. Now you got a diss record on Diddy. Like, oh, surprise, surprise, you hate him. Everybody do. Right. I just kind of question the timing. That's all.
Right.
That's me.
Yeah, he talked about a lot, man. He talked about a few things, in that particular verse. One thing he said, architect, it is the end who knows how to market death. Yeah, he said a couple things in that.
He could spit.
Yeah, Mase can definitely do his thing. I don't know what it is about Diddy, man, but a lot of people just don't like this dude.
A lot of hating.
Yeah, and it's like, it's almost like he's kind of like a boogeyman in a sense. You would think that he probably killed like 50 people or something like that, or ripped off like 100,000 people. So the way people just don't really like, oh, Diddy go get his car and this, that, and the third. And you got Freddie P speaking out and all these people coming out speaking out about Diddy. But Diddy, he put on the shit. He put I think Hustle Harder or something like that on his Instagram, Work Harder or something like that, a couple of days ago, as in a response to them. And I understand that too. It's like, all right, we don't know the particulars of the situation, but the dude put you in position that he didn't have to put you in. That goes for all of them. You know what I'm saying? And if he did something shady with the contracts and all that, I'm totally against that. You know what I'm saying? But the opportunity that was given, dog. I mean, now a lot of people get an opportunity to be on a world stage and do what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think, does that count for something?
I has to.
Right.
Putting your ducks in order and doing your thing because you've been away from him for some odd years, unless it was in a contract that he held your rights to your name and everything.
Right.
Why couldn't you go out and based off of the popularity that you had on whatever show or whatever situation, go and grab some money from that and grab a lick at the hustlers that you say you are in you? Well, and I'm not just particularly talking about Mason, I'm talking about anybody.
Yeah, anybody. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why couldn't you do it? That's where I'm like, come on, you got to put in the work. But you know what is interesting as you were talking? Let's talk about the era in which Diddy kind of did his thing in Bad Boy. You talk about Rockefeller, right? And you've heard a couple things, little things, but nothing. You don't hear artists talk about Jay-Z or Dame Dash the way people talk about Diddy. You talk about So Tef. You hear people talking about JD the way they talk about Diddy and them. You hear about Death Row. It's crazy as Suge Knight was. And salute to Suge Knight. Hope everything's well, man. Keep your head up as you're doing what you got to do, man. But
we'd love to talk to a Mill. I don't know what she's doing right now.
Word.
We haven't talked. We did talk to a lot of Rockefeller artists though.
Right.
Not Chris, but Neef.
Emilio.
And they didn't really have, even though they had their little, well, I know Emilio had his little thing with Jay-Z. They all appreciative.
They ain't say nothing bad.
And they all still making bread off of that Rockefeller shit some way, somehow, whether it's touring, merch, people knowing them, interviews, you know what I'm saying? They still making something. So I think that if you can get away from something for 20 years and you did it with somebody and you still making money off of that, I mean, that's a win.
Hell, we know people that was formerly signed to Diddy still trying to make money off that situation. So don't act like that situation that put you in a position where you can grab some kind of financial benefit, whether it be a flight, whether it be this, whether it be that. You getting something from that shit.
Right.
It's whether or not you appreciate it or not, and how much work you're going to put in after it. But I think there's something is true to that Diddy situation. We haven't seen him really mess with too many artists in a very long time to hear any fresh gripes or fresh situations that they can talk about. It's been a lot of the people that we grew up loving and watching. But yeah, man, I don't know. We'll let it have Mason here. Like you said, y'all reached out and spoke a couple times, and that's super dope that he watched the show. That's humbling as hell.
A lot of people don't want to talk.
That'd be
a lot of people, yeah, it would be great, man. The
Shout out
seat's
to,
right there.
Yeah, my bad.
There you go.
Shout out to Royce, man, the 5'9", who also says he likes to watch the show. Who doesn't seem to want to come on for whatever.
I'd love to have Royce.
Oh,
I'd love to.
God.
We'll fly him out here, get him a room and all that.
Man, that'd be so humbling and dope, man. We definitely show him a good time and do it the right way. But hey, I don't know. We ain't gonna kill him. We gonna keep going.
Yeah, that is what it is, man. I mean, that's a reoccurring theme. You know, him calling out this person is calling out this person. All right, last thing. Let's do this.
To introduce the show, when I sent this to Sam, asked, oh God, that nigga said, oh God, you the man, Cass. I spit white like a clan mask, and I'm a hustler. I could stand out on the beach and sell sandbags. Some things can't last, but this ain't just a podcast. This is Sam Ant and oh God, Cass. Hip-hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip-hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Hip-hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip-hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Go gang.